Have you ever felt the rush of your mind, spinning faster and faster, as if motion alone could save you, only to realize you've been standing still? Worry wears the mask of progress, but beneath its surface lies a trap of sand, swallowing you the harder you fight. And somewhere in the quiet between your breaths, a voice you've tried to ignore dares to whisper, what if letting go didn't mean losing control, but opening the door for something infinite to take the lead? There is a silent river moving beneath the fabric of your life, unseen, unmeasurable, yet powerful enough to rearrange every piece of reality without your permission. It waits for the moment you loosen your hands from the wheel. It waits for the moment you stop believing that your constant mental effort is the only thing keeping the world from falling apart. We clutch at control like it's oxygen. We rehearse the problem in our minds, turning it over and over, as though the right angle of thought could finally break the lock. But have you noticed, the more you repeat the loop, the deeper you fall into it. Overthinking doesn't untangle the knot, it pulls it tighter. Human strength and logic have a boundary, a horizon you cannot cross with force alone. Beyond that horizon, the realm of the infinite begins. What you call impossible is not a wall, it is a threshold. One side belongs to the known, predictable, measurable, managed by your will. The other side is the vast uncharted, where life rearranges itself in patterns your mind could never have designed. Worry keeps you pacing the shore, feet aching from the same path. Trust is the bridge you've been afraid to step onto. And here's the truth. You don't have to understand how the impossible will take shape. You only need to stop strangling the path it's trying to arrive on. Think of the times worry has trapped you in a loop, replaying the same scene, imagining outcomes that only feed your fear. It gives you the illusion of control, as if rehearsing every worst-case scenario will somehow prevent them from arriving. But the truth is, life doesn't need your constant supervision to move forward. In fact, it often waits until you release the weight you've been gripping with white-knuckled fists. When you stop micromanaging every outcome, you open a doorway to possibilities you would never have dared to request. The power beyond limits does not awaken through anxious striving. It awakens through surrender. To stop worrying is not to stop caring. It is the sacred recognition that you were never designed to carry the entire sky. When you step aside, you're not abandoning the situation. You are making space for a force without limits to step in. And when that force moves, it does not shuffle timidly forward. It shifts the terrain beneath your feet, reshaping what you thought could never change. Once you taste the truth that life moves beyond the reach of your effort, you begin to see each moment of release as an act of courage, not defeat. And perhaps the next time worry rises, you'll remember, the current has always been there, waiting for you to let it carry you home. Worry does not guide you, it misleads. It feels like preparation, a rehearsal for what lies ahead. Yet it trains you only for shadows that may never come. By centering your attention on what could fail, it steals the clarity and energy you need to embrace what could succeed. Notice this, worry does not alter the outcome. It reshapes only you. It drains your vitality, narrows your vision, and weakens the faith that could carry you beyond. In moments where trust could flourish, fear is reinforced instead. This mental pressure convinces you you are doing something useful, but in truth, you are feeding the cycle you wish to escape. Each minute of worry is a minute spent away from alignment with the force that can truly shift your circumstances. Caring and worrying are not the same. Caring invests energy into creation, into constructive steps forward. Worry funnels your energy into chaos, keeping you circling the same emotional ground. The universe does not require your sleepless vigilance to orchestrate its workings. It asks only for your openness, your willingness to step out of the storm of what if, and into the calm of what will be. Imagine worry as static across a radio signal. The transmission of the universe is always on, yet the static distorts it. You strain to hear guidance, to sense clarity, but the noise keeps drowning it out. The only way to receive the signal clearly is to quiet the static, to slow the relentless chatter, to breathe deep, to trust that you need not anticipate every possible problem to remain safe. In that quiet space, the impossible begins to take shape. Letting go of worry does not mean abandoning responsibility. It is reclaiming perspective. You remain present, attentive, making wise choices, but no longer chained to the illusion that everything rests solely on your watchfulness. By releasing that illusion, you create space for the universe to move mountains that your worry could never shift. Focus becomes the bridge between your inner world and what manifests outwardly. If your attention stays trapped on the weight of your obstacles, you will continue to feel buried beneath them. But when you turn your focus toward the possibility of resolution, you invite the energy of the universe to flow unobstructed. What you consistently nurture with attention begins to grow. Ask yourself, which reality are you feeding? Shifting focus does not mean ignoring the challenge. It is refusing to let the challenge occupy the highest seat in your awareness. Urgency may pull at your mind, but urgency is not importance. You can see the difficulty without letting it dominate your perception. When you choose to trust the strength and intelligence of the universe over the magnitude of your obstacle, you take the first authentic step toward the impossible becoming real. Visualize standing in a darkened room with a single candle. If your eyes linger on the shadowed corners, the space feels colder, more oppressive. Yet if you turn toward the flame, the light expands, the shadows remain, but they no longer rule the room. This is what happens when focus shifts. Problems may persist, yet they no longer dominate your state of being. The light of trust grows stronger, illuminating a clearer path forward. As your focus turns from the weight of the problem to the power of possibility, a transformation begins. Anxiety loosens its grip. Thoughts gain room to breathe. Your internal dialogue shifts from limitations to possibilities. This change signals the universe. You are ready to receive solutions that worry could never create. Ready to witness doors opening where walls once stood. When attention moves from the burden of the problem to the energy of potential, faith emerges, not as an abstract idea, but as a living, breathing force. Faith is more than belief that the universe can act. It is living as though the universe already will act. Faith transforms trust from a quiet idea into a living force, flowing through every choice, every word, every movement. Where worry freezes you in place, faith propels you forward, even when the path is hidden. It does not pause for proof. It constructs the bridge as you cross. Worry demands certainty before each step, but faith thrives in the unknown, because uncertainty is simply space for the universe to act. Every small act taken in faith signals that you are no longer aligning with fear, but with the higher order that governs creation. And when your actions reflect this alignment, the universe answers. Many falter here. They speak trust yet prepare for disappointment. They pronounce hope while living as if failure is inevitable. Faith cannot be half-claimed. It does not demand perfection, only consistency. A steady return to trust, even after moments of doubt. This is not forcing positivity. It is choosing to align your steps with the reality you believe is coming, rather than the one you fear will remain. To live in faith feels like stepping off solid ground, risky, even foolish at times, yet breakthroughs rarely arrive for those clinging to what is safe. They arrive for those who move in sync with a reality not yet visible, trusting that it already exists beyond the scene. When faith becomes active in your life, you stop waiting for the impossible to happen. You begin preparing for it. You make space in your life for the outcome you desire, even before it manifests. In doing so, you demonstrate trust in the universe's ability to do what you cannot, and that demonstration becomes a magnet, drawing the unseen into your reality. Faith transforms preparation into posture, and posture teaches patience. After you create space and act in alignment, a deeper lesson appears: timing. Worry demands immediate proof, fearing the unknown. Faith breathes, trusting the unfolding sequence beyond your schedule. Answered prayers have a rhythm no clock can measure. When you stop forcing the tempo, you begin to sense the cadence of a wiser order moving you forward. Real growth happens quietly, then all at once. A seed does not argue with soil or bargain with the season. It settles, receives, strengthens in darkness, and then emerges in a surge. Your life obeys the same law. When you release urgency and keep roots in trust, the unseen work completes itself. and visible breakthroughs arrive without strain. Delays are not denials, they are refinements. During the pause, the universe arranges people, places, and opportunities you could never coordinate alone. Your inner world aligns as well. Old fears loosen, clarity sharpens, capacity expands. What once would have overwhelmed you becomes exactly what you are ready to carry. Timing protects you from premature victories and prepares you for lasting ones. While you wait, stay in motion, but not in panic. Tend the space you created, show up, speak life over your future. Take the next honest step. Refuse the pull of overthinking. Replace countdowns with presence. Each day lived in trust sends a signal, and signals accumulate. The universe reads them and responds. When the moment ripens, it will feel inevitable. Doors you could not force will swing open. Paths you never charted will reveal themselves underfoot, and you will recognize the precision, the quiet intelligence orchestrating everything in perfect timing. Every silence you've encountered carried intention. Every detour led you precisely to where power could meet you. Stop wrestling with worry. Stay aligned and let timing deliver what sheer force never could. The impossible, right on schedule, with effortless grace. Timing delivers what planning cannot. Now you stand at that threshold, prepared, centered, ready to receive. The lesson has returned to its essence. Worry cannot steward miracles. It narrows vision, tightens the grip, and locks you in the very patterns you wish to escape. You were never meant to manage every variable. You were designed to participate with a force far greater than your mind can calculate. So you adopt a different posture. You release the urge to predict and commit instead to deliberate preparation. You stop fueling the storm with anxious attention and begin nurturing the calm with steady trust. Each breath becomes a quiet vow. I will not rehearse disaster. I will make space for breakthrough. That intention shifts the climate within you, and the universe meets you in that climate. Faith is your turning key, not a performance of belief, but a lived reality. You organize your life for what you have asked to receive. You speak from assurance instead of fear. You take the next honest step without demanding total clarity. Your actions align with the outcome you welcome. You retire the old narrative. You honor the pause as part of the precision. Keep your attention where energy flows. Attend to what strengthens you. Clear choices, clean boundaries, daily gratitude, steady preparation. Do not negotiate with worry. When it knocks, answer with presence. When it shouts, respond with stillness. This discipline is not passive, it is potent. It signals to the universe that you are ready to carry what you have called in, not merely desire it. Now the promise is no longer outside you. It is a pattern within you. Stop worrying, and the universe will do the impossible on your behalf. Doors open that effort could not budge. Paths appear that planning could not map. You feel the precision of perfect timing and the ease of total alignment. Let this be your daily practice. Release the weight, choose trust, act in faith, honor the timing. Watch as the impossible arrives, flowing to you as if it was always meant to. If this message resonated, allow it to ripple further. Like, share, and subscribe to keep this flow of insight moving so more hearts can remember the quiet power of trust. Each click is more than interaction. It is a signal you are ready to receive, ready to live in alignment with the unseen forces shaping your reality.